Doghouse in Bradford on Avon. He is our shop dog and model. So I'm going to just show you in this video what his grooming routine is every day. This is going to be really important for the next few weeks as grooming salons are closed for the next 3 weeks, possibly more, we don't know yet. So I'm going to show you the areas that are most important to groom. Good boy, stay with me. So he's a high maintenance breed. There's different types of, I guess, maintenance needed for different breeds. Anything with a poodle in it is qualified probably as high maintenance, especially if their coats are curly or thick. That would probably be the same for anything like a Bichon, a Schnauzer, Shih Tzus. We get some sort of very thick coated spaniels, especially the sort of show cocker spaniels. And anything with a long coat will need brushing regularly, and anyone that goes to a grooming salon more than twice a year probably needs to then groom their dog more often because that's the type of breed that needs it. So the important areas that we recommend are, so if you see their face, you've got the area below their ear here, there to there, around the neck. So this whole area that I'm holding with my hands, that's a really important area. The skin's sort of thicker here, so you get more hair rubbing against itself. The collar area, always remove your collar when you're going to brush your dog because that area is going to need it. If you put a harness on your dog, the whole area where the harness rubs, so tummy, armpit area, is also very important. Whether or not you use a harness on your dog, the below the armpit area is also important. Tummy as well, because they lie on their tummy, they rub that area when they're sort of in their bed. Their legs are super important. That's an area that we end up having to clip off a lot. The joints there, so behind that joint, same on the back legs, below that joint here. The sanitary area is also important, so make sure you do the inner thigh here, and their area there if they're quite hairy. Also their buttocks. So they sit on this area and it gets rubbed. So anywhere that is rubbed, and we'll start brushing. So we recommend using a slicker brush. So that is a softer brush, but it still has metal teeth and will go through the coat quite well. You're then going to follow through with a comb. So a comb with metal teeth. I'm going to use this one, but this one's as good. We sell these at Doghouse. So you then want to make sure that they've got a nice long teeth that will go into the coat and reach the skin. So you're going to go through the whole body with this slicker first. So you can start where you like, as long as you just make sure you get every single section. So I'm going to start with his tash, the top of his head. So prioritise probably the more important areas. So I'm going under his ear here. I'm going to go round that area I showed you, that where your hands will go when you reach them from behind, down his neck to the other ear. Very important. Then areas on the ear that I'd keep an eye on are the ends of the ears. We often get dogs with mats on them and it feels like they've just got a longer ear than they have because it just feels like extra skin at the end. So brush the top of the ear, turn it over, brush the bottom below area, and make sure you get the area that's against the skin because that's the area that's being rubbed. Same again on the other side. Different dogs react differently to brushing. A lot of them don't like it, so it's just something that you have to get them used to. I brush him every day. He still doesn't love it. You can see he was not super happy, but they just get used to it after a while. So I'm just doing the back really quickly. That area doesn't really need doing as much. Obviously do it, but don't spend hours on it. His tummy, I'm going to go down the inner thigh. He doesn't like this. This is obviously a bit more of a sensitive area. Good boy. So he responds better to me reassuring him and speaking to him and hearing my voice and being close to me. Some dogs react better to food. So if you can get a licky mat with peanut butter or liver paste and rub that on it and keep them distracted while you're doing it, you can get a lot more done, but he won't do that. So I'm then going to do, so that joint there at the front of the leg, and then the hock, which is this area at the back of the leg. He's not sat very well. So that's the hock here, so you just want to make sure, good boy, there. So I'll do this side too. Good boy, baby. There we go. And then one area I've not done yet is his tail, so that's very important as well. So you need to make sure you do, good boy, baby. The base area, lift it up. They don't like that. Just do it quickly. Good boy. And then the whole tail. So just make sure you spread out the hair from the vertebrae. There we go, good boy. That was brilliant, well done. Then we're going to move on to using the comb. So we now need to go over the whole body again with the comb to make sure we haven't missed anywhere. So down on the moustache. Don't forget the cheeks, which lead up to the ears, all the way around where the collar is, and to the other ear. Just a nice bib around it. Then you can do the top of the head. He doesn't mind this area at all. The ears again, making sure you go down to the leathers. You've already done most of the heavy work with the slicker brush. This is just to make sure you've not missed anything. But this is actually a really important part because a lot of the time you'll find that people will brush with a slicker brush and just brush over the top and not actually reach to the skin. And then they get matting below the surface of the hair. So your dog looks lovely and fluffy and cute, but it's actually matted and felted underneath. And they have sort of dreadlocks, and the dreadlocks then cannot be cut through. They have to be cut below them, which means that the dog will then be taken really, really short. And that can be quite upsetting for the owner, and then painful for the dog if they're then trying to brush them and they're actually being put through a lot of pain. So then they can also then get a bit traumatised about going to the groomers, which isn't very fair on the dog, the owner or the groomer. So I'm just doing all these areas, and that's pretty much all done, isn't it, baby? Good boy. Get a stand up. There, clever. Get pretty. And that's all brushed, so please do let us know if you've got any questions or anything you'd like us to show you. He's out of here. Do you want a treat now? And yeah, and we'll sort of get back to you with any answers that we can help with. We're really wanting to help for the next few weeks as much as we can so that dogs can be in as good a condition as possible when we get them back. Thanks, stay safe guys.